Re-elect Leah Patterson Lust, probate judge.
The probate judge has hearings to determine guardianship and conservatorship, adoptions, psychiatric commitments, and to settle all estates. 480 adoption hearings. I have held almost 2,500 hearings for probate cases.
Visit Glover's Plants and Produce as they celebrate autumn. Come see an autumn colorscape of beauty. Our prices are so low it's scary. When you shop at Glover's, you'll see many of your friends saving money too. Eat healthy with fresh fruits and vegetables for your family, while you pay less and get more. Shop Glover's autumn selection of beautiful mums and other fall flowers. At Glover's Plants and Produce, hurry in now.
Given a battle throughout the evening on homecoming, the Hanson Bulldogs rose to the challenge in coming from behind to knock off the Danville Hawks 28-24. Hanson led 13-10 at halftime thanks to 2 rushing touchdowns by tailback Torrey Green. Green gained 115 yards on 7 carries in the opening half, scoring on runs of 42 and 35 yards. Danville took the second half kickoff and moved in front 17-13 when the Hawks drove 74 yards in 6 plays. The key play was a 69-yard pass from Justin Morgan to Jason Haynes that set up Morgan's 1-yard plunge. Morgan scored on another 1-yard run, this one with 6:05 to play in the game that gave Danville a 24-13 lead. It was time for Danny Miller's Bulldogs to rally. Green scored on the 5-yard run with 5:22 to play and added a 2-point conversion to narrow the deficit to 24-21. Hansel got the ball back at his 23 with 2:09 remaining. Caleb Hurts completed 4 of 5 passes in the game-winning drive as he found Dante Reese open in the end zone from 12 yards out with only 27 seconds remaining. Bronte Harris sealed up Hansel's 5th straight victory when he picked off a Morgan pass 1 play following the kickoff. The Bulldogs moved into a 3-way tie for second place with the Vineman Eagles and Winston County Yellow Jackets following their victory. All are 4-2 in 3A Region 7 with 1 game left in the regional schedule. Hansel gets Cordova next week at Ray Talley Stadium in search of its 6th victory. The final score on homecoming Friday night, the Hansel Bulldogs 28, the Danville Hawks 24. Week number 9 of the regular season will be Friday night with all teams in the county play at home. One of the big games will be number 1 ranked Muscle Shoals and the Coleman Bearcats from Woodard Stadium for the 5A Region 8 Championship. The Crossville Lions come to Dapper Smith Stadium to take on the Fairview Aggies. The Aggies looking to finish second in Class 4A Region 6. The Cordova Blue Devils invade Ray Talley Stadium to take on the Hansel Bulldogs, who are in search of their 6th consecutive win. Winston County comes to Vineman to take on the Eagles, who are 6-2 in second-year coach Alan Scott's tenure at Vineman High School. East Limestone visits the West Point Warriors in 5A Region 8. The Plainview Bears come from DeKalb County to face the Holly Pump Broncos. The Winfield Pirates are at James Shavel Stadium to meet the Good Up Raiders. And the Oakland Wildcats, the leaders in Class 2A Region 4, head to Cranford Strickland Stadium to take on the Cold Spring Eagles. A big day at SEC football gets started early this morning. 11 o'clock kickoff from College Station, Texas, the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers on ESPN. The SEC Game of the Week from Nashville, 11:20, the Auburn Tigers and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Auburn trying to win in the SEC for the first time this season. The nationally televised game at 2:30 on CBS matches Steve Spurrier and the South Carolina Gamecocks versus Will Muschamp and the Florida Gators from the Swamp. Middle Tennessee State comes in the Starkville tonight to take on Mississippi State. The Bulldogs are 6-0 in the season. This game will be at 6 o'clock on ESPN2. And the third Saturday of October is complete on Saturday night with Alabama and Tennessee. Once again, a great rivalry, and it'll be 6 o'clock from Neyland Stadium and televised live by ESPN.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add Vanishing Deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
Odin's Auto Glass is your professional glass.
Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Albert Hill, 82 of Hansville, will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Interment in Mount Zion Nazarene Cemetery. Hansville Funeral Home is directing. Mr. Hill passed away Sunday. The family will receive friends tonight from 5:30 until 9 p.m. Funeral services for Jerry Wayne Kilgo, age 71 of Hansville, will be tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Livingston Chapel United Methodist Church. Ron Gilbreth and Larry Guthrie officiate. Interment in Ryans Creek Cemetery. Mr. Kilgo passed away on Sunday. Hansville Funeral Home is directing. The family will receive friends tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home, and on Wednesday from 10:30 until 11 a.m. at the church. Funeral services for Charles L. Comer, 85 of Cullman, were at 2 p.m. yesterday at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. Interment at New Hope No. 2 Cemetery. Reverend Sherman Bailey will officiate. Cullman Funeral Home is directing. Memorial services for Robert Wayne Putman, Jr., age 69 of Falkville, will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Hills Chapel Church of God. Moss Service is directing. Mr. Putman passed away Sunday at Cullman Regional Medical Center. Visitation will be held Wednesday at the church from noon until service time. Mr. Randy Aaron, age 61, passed away yesterday. Arrangements will be announced by Moss Service Funeral Home at a later time. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Good morning and welcome to Today on 2. Today is October the 23rd, this lovely Tuesday morning.
It has been a gorgeous weekend.
How are you?
I am doing well,
A little chilly outside, but...
Yeah, but really it's not bad. It's pretty pleasant.
Perfect fall weather, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yes,
so
definitely.
why don't we check the weather for today? Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet, located on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. All right, looks like it's going to be a little bit colder today. It looks like it's going to heat up, but let's check the almanac first with the average high around 73, the average low around 43 degrees. Now, the record high on this date back in 1963 was 87. I think it's going to get up towards 80s today. It's going to be, the record low was 26 in 1997. Sunrise today will be a minute until 7, and sunset today will be 3 minutes after 6. Let's look at the satellite picture across the nation. Looks like it's not going to be too terribly bad in any place except for maybe in the middle. But around our area is going to be pretty clear. Let's check the forecast for today. Today it's going to be sunny with a high around 79. It's going to be clear tonight, dropping down to 50 degrees. That's a big drastic fall from 79 to 50. All right, tomorrow's going to be sunny with a high around 79, just about the same. Thursday, sunny with a high around 78. Looks like a chance of rain coming up on, a big chance on Saturday, but it should be pretty clear the rest of the week.
Very good. Very good. Looked like there was some snow out in the west. Yeah, they're starting to already get snow, so we better appreciate this nice weather that we're getting.
I can deal with this about 50 degrees other than snow.
Yeah.
Snow's good occasionally, but it's not that time of year yet.
No, not for us, for sure.
I need to get through at least the mid of November before any kind of snow happens.
Yes. Maybe into December we would like that, but yeah.
So you had a trip this weekend, did you?
I did. We took a little, what we call our color cruise. We went with several other boaters, and we traveled up the Tennessee River and went to Chattanooga. So it took us a couple of days to get there and spent a night or two, and then a couple of days to get back.
Oh, well.
So we have some pictures.
So now, did you live on the boat for this trip? Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if we've got those pictures ready or not, but you could just see part of that color cruise that we're talking about.
That's what the color means.
Yes, this is our color. The leaves were turning. They're just really, really pretty, just along the bank. And you know, in the morning, sometimes there was fog, so you could see some of the fog coming in. Just really nice. This is a nice sunset picture. Just really, you know, it was a fun time. Had some, and this is in Chattanooga. Straight ahead, you can see, this is taken from the regular bridge, one of the bridges, and straight ahead you can see the aquarium. In Chattanooga. So sun's kind of in it. And here we are parked at Max Marina, and there's a walkway in between, so there's boats parked on either side. And then here we are caravanning up there, so you can see this is the boat in front of us, and then those little white dots up there are other boats that are we're kind of all in a little row, we're following each other in a little caravan. And here we are parked at Shell Mound, and that was the first night on the way up there. We just kind of, and you could see how we parked next to each other. There was one walkway in the middle, and we just kind of you just kind of attached to the boat next to you because there was just that one. And across the backside, there are two big houseboats that pretty much take up that whole dock. And here we are kind of all, you know, this is taken from one of the boats, just looking down on the crowd, and you can kind of see some people on the dock, and we're cooking and things like that. So I don't know if there are any more pictures or not. Let's see. Okay, and then here's another, just a nice, pretty picture. Yeah, a pretty, you know, right into the sun, but look at how that is. It's just gorgeous. And so anyway, had a nice trip. Weather was absolutely perfect. A little chilly in the morning and windy one particular morning, but the rest of the time was just pretty beautiful, just really cool and crisp. Warmed up to where you could wear shorts and T-shirts in the afternoon, and then at night, you know. And what we do is we dock at Chattanooga at this Max Marina and then walk into town. So we did yeah.
So it's that close into town that you can just walk in?
We're pretty much right there by the aquarium, and if you've ever been to Chattanooga, and it's just real easy to walk across the bridge if you want to go to the other side, and there's a lot of little arts and crafts type places. So we went shopping on Saturday, and the guys all sat and watched the football game, and so we had a great time.
Sounds like a fun time. Yeah.
And then Saturday night we go to this place called Sticky Fingers. It's a restaurant. It's a barbecue place. They serve ribs, and they have a back room. And there were at least maybe 20 of us, so we reserved the back room, and we can watch football and eat and stuff. So it was very, very enjoyable, fun weekend. Yeah, yeah. So we had a good time.
Good.
And we go through some locks when we go through at Nickajack. We go through some locks. So if you've never done that, that's a neat experience.
I have to put that on my to-do
list. Yes. In a boat. You do it in a boat.
Oh,
but,
goodness.
Yeah, so good weekend. Good weekend.
So I had the torture of trying to find a Halloween costume this weekend. I did. I went and traveled about 50 miles one direction. I went down towards Hoover to try and find a...
Okay.
This is why you should shop local.
Okay.
This is why you should shop local, because I went, and you know those stores that open up occasionally, maybe a month or two out of the year,
I've seen them.
prime around Halloween season.
Right.
You walk in, this huge, extravagant store is turned into this Halloween playground.
Right, because it's dark. I went in there looking for something the other day. It's real dark, and it's got music playing.
It's kind of got the atmosphere to where, I want to buy this. It's like $200 for this big blow-up monster that you're going to put in your yard.
Okay.
So I went with the purpose of trying to find a Halloween costume.
Okay.
$70 for what looked like, on the package, this really elaborate, extravagant costume that I could win a costume contest with, right?
Right.
Took it out of the box. It looked like it was 2 pieces of maybe tarp that had been glued together with like maybe some adhesive that they had got from, I don't even know.
Oh, goodness.
$70.
Yeah.
They're making a load of money.
Yes. A lot of
So I'm in the wrong business is what I am. I need to be in this this Halloween business.
Well, you know, there again, I know it's my party. Judy has been on and everything, and she's got some great costumes you can rent, okay, which may sound like, well, I don't know if I want to rent that or not, but really, you rent it one time. What else are you going to do with it? You know, unless you use it again next year, which I can't wear the same thing next year. So, you know, and she's got some awesome costumes.
She really does. She does. Well, when I was in Wallace, we actually had to go and try and find some costumes that we couldn't find online. And we went and said, Judy, do you have anything? And she actually had some costumes that we rented for the show. I think it was Little Shop of Horrors, actually.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you need anything, just go check her out. She's got a bunch of stuff.
So don't drive 50 miles and waste your gas.
70.
Okay.
So I spent a good $100 that day just trying to find a costume.
Yeah.
So,
oh, my goodness.
And when she's right next door.
I know it. So
she's right next door.
Go visit Judy at It's My Party, and you'll be amazed at the choices that you have over there and how much money you will save.
Yep. Well, we got a busy program lined up for today, but I think we have a Facebook friend of the day. Who's our Facebook friend today,
let's
Jacqueline?
take a look at that and see. Shane maybe? Bradley. So, and she likes Mitt Romney and Luna's Barbecue, I guess.
I like Luna's Barbecue.
Yeah.
It's enhanced.
And I like Mitt Romney too. So she's my kind of gal. And who's that serviceman? I like that serviceman she was with. Is that a Marine? Was that a Marine? Okay, in that Marine costume. Yeah. So good for you. And if you want to be a Facebook friend, all you have to do
is just like us on Facebook. Find us as Channel 2. Spell out the word 2. Coleman.
That's right. And
Coleman's important at the
end. That's
end.
right. That is so true. That is so true.
So who's coming to see us on the show today? We got a busy program.
Yes, we do. Well, we have some people here that are going to be talking to us about a trick-or-treat little event that they're going to be sponsoring. Yes. Amanda Treptaw and I believe Crystal Drenda Walker. I'm sorry. Okay. We never know who's going to show up. Okay. And Amanda is from the USA Healthcare, and Drenda is from Omega Hospice, right? And they have, I think, joined together to present a nice little fall festival event. Yeah, wonderful. And also PJ Miller is here from Wilburn Outdoors, and he's going to be talking to us about archery.
Fun.
Yeah. I've got a new bow I want to show off, and I think every woman out there is just going to be so envious, and they're going to want one just like it.
Okay. Do I hear a close-up in the near future of your... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Good deal. And, of course, George is here.
Yep. George is here with some news and commentary, so we'll be right back after these words.
The most common type of adoption hearing that I have here in Coleman County is a step-parent adoption. It's a very happy day when I get to sign the papers and make official, make legal what occurred in the heart of that step-parent the day he or she became the loving parent. Those important decisions happen each and every day for me as probate judge.
The Coleman County Republican Party urges you to vote Republican from the White House to the courthouse November 6th. The Republican candidates include Mitt Romney for president, Roy Moore for Chief Justice of the Alabama Supreme Court, Twinkle Cavanaugh for president of the Alabama Public Service Commission, Lisa McSwain for Coleman County Circuit Clerk, and Tammy Brown for Coleman County Probate Judge. Remember, vote Republican November 6th. This ad paid for by the Coleman County Republican Party.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
It's time for news and comment. If you have something you'd like to share with us, you're more than welcome. Go ahead, give us a call, 256-734-7399, streaming live right now at channel2coleman.com. Last night, an important night when it comes to some communities, Good Hope, for example, and anyone concerned about an interchange on Highway 222, Coleman and county and city officials, along with the Alabama Department of Transportation, holding a public meeting from 5 to 7 p.m. this evening at Good Hope High School. They're going to be talking about hopes and plans for an interchange, which would be a nice thing to have for those folks down there at on County Road 222. Also, more than 40 people showed up last night for a specially called Board of Education, Coleman County Board of Education meeting, went into executive session. Of course, as we mentioned yesterday, allegations that the head football coach down at Hanceville, Danny Miller, accused of making some racist remarks, discrimination and all. And after 5 hours and 45 minutes of executive session last night, the board decided that they voted to reprimand the coach. He'll also be required to undergo sensitivity training. You have to be careful what you say whenever you work as a teacher and a government employee and a number of other jobs. The Helena, Alabama mayor is hanging up his, you don't wear a badge, his hat maybe, as the mayor of Helena. He's been down there 44 years as a mayor. Can you believe that? Sounds like a Roland Johnson, who used to be the mayor down in Garden City. I forgot exactly how many years he served as mayor, but certainly been around a long time. And, of course, we're sad to hear that Auburn coach Gene Chiswick's mother passed away yesterday. Rita Chiswick, 86 years old, according to the Birmingham News. So we're certain this is more bad news on top of what he's already having to deal with, as a coach for Auburn. In Athens, the city council in Athens voted to raise their sales tax. What a time to do that, in these political times. Wow. They decided to go from 8% to 9%. And of course, we know a lot of folks have 9% sales tax in their municipalities. But nonetheless, it's the first increase in 40 years. I had no idea it had been around the 8% for that long, but apparently so. Gas at $3.16 in some places in Birmingham, $3.16, and they're saying that by the end of the year it could go down another 50 cents a gallon. Wouldn't those days be nice, How quickly we forget when gas was, $1.50 and $2. I can remember when it was 25, 27 cents when I was a teenager. Those were the days. You didn't worry about gas mileage. Heck no. Philip, give me $2 worth, right? Where would that get you now? About a pint? I don't know, something like that. Apple is expected to announce a smaller version of their iPad this morning. Isn't it amazing? The grows wider, it seems, between those who do and those who do not have technology. Everywhere you turn, you have to know something about electronics. You can't even get a watch, a digital watch, without having to know something about which buttons to push and all that. And look, when you check out at a grocery store, if you use your debit card, I bet you there's 120 different types of debit card readers, aren't there, in stores. Every time I go to a store, a different store, there's always a different kind. So that's the cost, I guess, of living where we are. In last night's debate between Obama and Romney, there's a comment made by Obama that I think is typical of those people who don't understand the military or don't understand the situation. Apparently, Romney was making a point about weakening the military in America. And Obama came back talking about, well, but it's a different world out there. He says, basically, we have fewer horses and fewer bayonets. Well, I'm going to tell you, if you're an infantryman, you still get a bayonet. And why is that? It's because they have not yet invented a rifle that has endless supplies of bullets, okay? They don't have any weapon that has, just endless numbers of rounds to be fired. And when worse comes to worse, you are given a bayonet to use because it's called close-hand combat. This finger right here, for years, hurt. And why is that? Because in Marine Corps boot camp, we went through, they called it pugil stick training. That's where you practice with what is close to a bayonet and a rifle. And you fight till the one person's knocked slap dab out, okay? And I got hit on the hand here, and for years that thing, it would always hurt. Finally, it healed. Now, if Obama's saying there are fewer bayonets, that means there's fewer infantry, because they're still getting issued. Hello! Look for clues here. I don't know. And of course, everybody's giving their take on who won the debate last night. CNN looks one way, Fox looks another. I didn't watch it. I know it's a lot more accommodating not to get your blood pressure up. Okay? And I certainly will just wait to see what the play is in the next morning. I think many of us do the same thing. Black evangelical, get this right in a minute, preacher Roland Martin talking about Romney going to Billy Graham's place and getting sanctioned more or less by Reverend Billy Graham. And he says, my faith in the fact that Romney is taking a position on pro-life, taking a position on homosexuality, this reverend here says, my faith is bigger than that. Roland Martin says, and my Jesus Christ cares more than just abortion and homosexuality. I wonder if the preacher's read something about Sodom and Gomorrah. And what happened there? Apparently not. He goes on to say, a number of things. But basically, why is it, all these false prophets, all these people who seem to think that all kinds of liberal thinking is okay, Yes, religion has changed, and we feel differently about a number of things in America. Take, for example, in the 20s in America, when they tried to bring out prohibition, and they tried that. Of course, everybody was making beer and wine in their sink and everything. But basically, I think in a certain way we're going through the same process now in Alabama. Story this morning about former Governor Bob Riley taking money from the Poarch Indians, right, to fight against gambling. Of course, they've got a dog in the fight because they got gambling. So were they trying to protect their interests? Probably so. Is Alabama ready for gambling? Not yet. But Coleman wasn't ready to go wet years ago. Are we headed toward gambling in Alabama? Will minds change? Will viewpoints change? I suspect it probably will, because we're getting so desensitized. Look at the language you see on television now. And not cable television. I'm not talking about Showtime, HBO, Cinemax. I'm talking about regular shows. Words you thought would never be used, right? The word suck, for example, when I was a kid was vulgar. Now, it's not something that people really look at or think about. But it is something still vulgar, at least in some people's minds, mine included. Donald Trump saying that tomorrow he's going to release a bomb on Obama. Not sure what it's about. Told Fox and Friends yesterday morning that he's planning on doing so. Said it could affect the election come November 6th. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what he's got and what he doesn't have. Moderator Bob Schieffer last night during the debate refers to Obama bin Laden. Don't you just love it? You know, when people draw such a connection unintentionally, but the names are so much alike. Actions not too far apart either, in my view, when it comes to supporting America. We've been too busy the past 4 years apologizing for being Americans, haven't we? At least I think so. Stay tuned. More up today on 2 after this.
There's something about the moment when you first walk into that new home. It took a lot to get there, but Eva Bank made it easy to get the loan you needed. Eva Bank, as a part of the community, makes lending decisions right here where you live. Our lenders make the process quick and easy with rates you'll love. Visit your neighbors at Eva Bank today and let them help you with your new home loan, manufactured home, refinance, or remodel. Eva Bank, part of the community we call home.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Premier Bank is asking for your vote. We want to be your bank. Our platform is simple, service that no other bank can offer. We're locally owned and operated, and that means we make decisions right here. So vote today for Mom, Apple Pie, and Premier Bank. I'm Jay Mullins, and I approve this message.
I designated myself and one cell phone number. The cell phone number that I have is the one contact number that is available for the Sheriff's Department, the Police Department, Coleman Regional Medical Center, and any individual that is in need of contact with the probate office for psychiatric commitments after hours on holidays and weekends.
The Coleman County Republican Party urges you to vote Republican from the White House to the courthouse November 6th. The Republican candidates include Mitt Romney for President, Roy Moore for Chief Justice of the Alabama Supreme Court, Twinkle Cavanaugh for President of the Alabama Public Service Commission, Lisa McSwain for Coleman County Circuit Clerk, and Tammy Brown for Coleman County Probate Judge. Remember, vote Republican November 6th. This ad paid for by the Coleman County Republican Party.
And we're back this morning with Amanda Treptow from USA Healthcare and Drenda Walker from Omega Hospice. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
All right, and you guys are here today to talk to us about the Fall Festival that you guys have coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Is that is correct?
Yes, that's right.
All right, so what is the date of the Fall Festival? When can we expect to kind of gear up and go?
We'll be at Coleman Healthcare October 31st from 4 to 6 p.m.
Okay, so that's going to be on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So you have any kind of planned events that you're excited about to tell everybody about? Or?
I believe Hospice is doing the hat contest.
We are. We're doing a hat contest.
A hat contest?
Yes, and I'm sure we'll have lots of costumes and some fun games and prizes. Really exciting, fun event for the residents and our patients.
Now, is this your first Fall Festival?
It's our first time to partner together to put on an event like this.
So have you guys ever been a part of one of the hat contests as well? Because I'm interested to see, have you seen a hat contest? Because I haven't personally seen one, and I didn't know what.
You just wear different hats, right?
Yeah, uniquely decorated and just anything that makes them stand out from the crowd. I think that's what the judges will be looking for.
Now, is this the residents that are doing this, or is it the trick-or-treaters that you're inviting, or so are you, kind of give us a little details, Amanda, about what's actually going to take place?
Everybody's invited to do the hat contest.
Okay.
And they are offering to do hats for all the residents. They're enjoying that this year. We expect a bunch of little kids to come in and dress up and have a good time. It's really beneficial.
Well, you said it's beneficial. What do you mean by that?
The residents we've got a culture change coming up, and the residents are expecting different things. It's not like it used to be. Grandmother doesn't sit in her walker and watch TV anymore. They're very active.
Okay.
They have their own independent goals, and they enjoy seeing children and families come in. They get to, hands-on, do their own hats and help plan events and everything. It's really good for their moral support.
And good for your mind, too, to keep you active.
Very
right?
much so. And another benefit from this event is that through this event we get to invite in family members of the residents as well as members from the community. They come in and be entertained and have all the fun, but we also educate them about hospice services and some of the ways that we can be better together in delivering care to the residents who are at Coleman Health Care, who then become our patients as they near the end of life and need our services, maybe just need a little more intense care than what the nursing home is really equipped to give them. So we, through this event, will provide the education about the services that Omega can provide in partnership with Coleman Health Care for the community's loved ones.
Because most of the time when I think of hospice, I think of you being at home and the nurses come in to you. But you can do some, in-house patient care as well, right?
Definitely.
In the facility itself.
Definitely.
Because really when you're at that stage in your life, you really do need some specific attention. And maybe the nurses, even though it's a skilled nursing facility, don't have enough personnel to really take care of all of that?
There's certain things that we're not equipped to do in the facility.
Okay.
And sometimes you can't have a person at home that needs 24-hour care. Hospice doesn't provide the 24-hour care.
Right.
But they do come in and they do the other care that we're not able to do in-house.
Okay. And a lot of that is pain management, isn't it?
Exactly, symptom management. That's our key focus, of course, is making the best quality of the remainder of days that a person has left. But being available 24/7 is a real benefit for the facility, for the hospice staff to be available. And of course, at Omega, we have Dr. Myman at our disposal pretty much at any phone call.
Right.
So sometimes it makes the transition into a new medication, something that's needed to control a new symptom that comes up a lot easier when he's so accessible. So I know sometimes it's hard to track down some of the other doctors who have so much other stuff going on to get an order, that sort of thing. So it really makes it a lot easier for the nursing home staff and a lot better for the patient to get that immediate response and get that symptom taken care of.
And I think Dr. Myman's probably one of the few that actually makes house calls, right?
He is one of the few that makes routine house calls. Of course, with new Medicare guidelines, all hospice patients have to have a doctor's visit or a nurse practitioner to visit at least every 60 days after they've been on service for 6 months. But Dr. Myman, we're so blessed to have him and Sharon Turner, who is a nurse practitioner who was fundamental in bringing hospice to Coleman County, to North Alabama actually, that they make routine house calls anytime a patient has anything new come up. They go and visit the facilities just pretty much, they're just available, so readily available to our patients and just to cover all of their needs.
Wow.
We're so blessed to have them both.
Now, as an assistant, for activities assistant, what are some of your responsibilities?
Really, I'm paid to play all day, it seems like.
Well, isn't that fun?
It is. We do a lot of different games, crafts. The residents love their community outreach projects, things like this, where they get to bring people from the outside to the inside, because it's really important, not just for us, but for the residents to show everyone the nursing home's not the end of the line. That's not where you go to end your life. They have a very full and vibrant life within the walls of the facility, and they take many trips outside of the facility. They enjoy going out shopping, eating. We go to activities outside. We do the Oktoberfest, the fair. The fair was really fun this year. We took about 5 busloads actually to Oktoberfest. So they do a lot in and out of the facilities. They enjoy doing it. So I'm very blessed with my job.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you like it.
I love it.
Well, I guess it'd be fun to play all day.
Oh,
Get paid to do that. Yeah. So you get to really, I guess, know the residents, don't you?
They all have a different personality.
And you said that there's a change now. It isn't just the old nursing homes that everybody pictures in their mind where people sit around in the wheelchairs and everything. You have a lot, so you've got to keep pretty busy with them, right? And you've got to keep coming up with
They
ideas.
want the facilities to look like home. You don't want to go to a hospital and live for the rest of your days. You want to go someplace that you can call your own. And their rooms are just like their apartments. That's their place to live. When you go in them, they look unique and different. They look like the person that lives there. And it's very important. The residents need to be able to get out and they need to be happy. And if you're not doing anything, if your mind's not active, you're going to be depressed. and it's very important that we fight that depression and we keep them active in their mental and their physical bodies.
Yeah. And Drenda, how about you? What are you doing at Omega Hospice?
I'm actually the executive director. Of course, I'm a hospice nurse first and foremost, but I am the executive director, so I don't get to be at the bedside nearly as much as I'd like to be, but I just want to brag on Coleman Healthcare just a little bit because they are so good to work with. We love partnership with them when we have a patient who's a resident there, and the love that they show their residents is just so evident. You walk in the facility and you see interaction, and it kind of makes you wonder, is that staff member related to that resident, or is this just a work relationship? But they are wonderful to those folks. They treat them like they are family. There's definitely love there. There is, and at Omega we have a pretty in-depth bereavement program, and I know we've actually provided support to some of the staff members there when they've lost residents.
Yeah.
It's
that attachment.
Yes, that attachment is very strong.
Awesome. They come in, they help us with all kinds of activities. I believe you guys have done bereavement services for us in the facility. So we do, when we have residents pass away, every so many months we do have those services, not just for the residents because they get attached to each other, but for us staff members and the families invited as well.
That's right.
So we try to be as in-depth as possible with everything all across the board.
We have just a minute left. Why don't we talk a little bit one more time about what you have going on Halloween, right? On that Wednesday, the 31st. If kids are trick-or-treating, they can stop in.
Oh, yes.
And you're encouraging.
Yes,
definitely. Okay. And you're encouraging them to come on by, visit
games,
with the residents, come play games. If they want to wear their hats and costumes, bring those in, and then you're going to have a judging of who has the best hat.
The best hat, yes.
Wonderful. And where is this located? Where's your
Coleman
facility?
Healthcare is, we're jointly located on Main Avenue and Child Haven Road. We're right behind the railroad tracks.
Okay, you're kind of at that Y, huh? At that Y, right there on the right. So
they've had a recent facelift. That building looks great
it's
now.
Awesome.
It looks really pretty.
Building. It's really pretty now.
Okay. Well, encouraging everybody to go by and stop by on Halloween and go say hi to everybody.
Awesome.
Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I will be right back after these words.
Fire, accident, storm. They all happen in Coleman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference. The Coleman County Republican Party urges you to vote Republican from the White House to the courthouse November 6th. The Republican candidates include Mitt Romney for president, Roy Moore for Chief Justice of the Alabama Supreme Court, Twinkle Cavanaugh for president of the Alabama Public Service Commission, Lisa McSwain for Coleman County Circuit Clerk, and Tammy Brown for Coleman County Probate Judge. Remember, vote Republican November 6th. This ad paid for by the Coleman County Republican Party.
If you're looking for the ride of your life, you'll find it at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales in Coleman. I'm talking about sharp cars and trucks that'll get you noticed and deals too low to believe. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it and find it for less at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales. Come on, North Alabama. It's time you had a sharp set of wheels and a really good deal. Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales, serving you from 2 big lots, Highway 31 North and 31 South in Coleman, Alabama.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add Vanishing Deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
And we're back with our merchant ad segment. We got some prizes that we want to give away.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. So let's take a look at our prizes. Today's prizes will be lunch for 2 at Chick-fil-A, located there on Cherokee Avenue. And we also have another prize for today, a assorted bag of apples from Still Orchard there on 157. And we have 2 cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery. Those went away for a little bit, but they're back. 2 cupcakes from Frosting's.
Good.
So pay attention to one of these ads, and we'll be asking questions about one of them. So let's take a look at our merchant ads right now. Let's start off with our merchant ads with the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center. With a full fitness center complete with weights, cardio, and professional trainings. With day passes available, you can go in for just a day at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center and get a little bit more fit.
Sweet deals are available at Dairy Queen. Check this out. Look at this. You can get any 2 for just $3.33. Mudslide is just $1.99. And don't forget about the October Blizzard of the Month, which is pumpkin pie.
And High Tide Sports Grill, located next to Burgess Body Shop, is open from 3 to 9 on Monday through Thursday and 3 to 10 on Friday, and then open almost all day Saturday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Go visit them this Friday for Shrimp Night.
And Hansville Guns and Ammo, where prices are lower on a wide variety of guns, ammo, reloading supplies. You can see a great selection there. And see Paul or Stephen Harper on the corner across from Hansville City Hall at Hansville Guns and Ammo.
And open the door to history and fine prints at Renard's Gallery and Gifts. They do jewelry, framing, and prints there at Renard's Gallery and Gifts. They're located on 1st Avenue Southeast. Go visit them on the web at renardsgallery.com.
And Cosmic Sound DJ Entertainment. With over 25 years in the DJ entertainment business, they're the wedding DJ specialist, and they're based right here in Coleman. DJ Big D and DJ Wild Bill.
And it's time for Halloween fun, and it's my party with costumes for all ages, balloons, and you don't have to drive 50 miles to find a costume that's going to fit you. Also home of Lulu the Gorilla at It's My Party across from Sacred Heart Church.
Baldwin Counseling Center. If you're having problems, you need to talk, you want some privacy, Howard Rogers is just a phone call away. And of course, he can deal with weight loss or individual and family counseling, lifestyle coaching, whatever.
And Mullins Body Shop, Highway 31 South at Phelan. You've counted on them for 52 years, and you can count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at 734-1353. And that is our Know Your Merchant Ads. First part of our segment, we have a question for today. All right. On one of our advertisers, they advertised to be the wedding specialist. Who are the wedding specialists on our merchant ads?
Kind of a new advertiser.
Yep, they've been advertising for us about almost a month now, actually.
Okay.
Almost a month.
And we've been visited with these people not too long ago.
Yep.
So
they came on the show not too long ago. Remember, only 1 caller per household within a 30-day period. And we're going to give away the lunch for 2 at Chick-fil-A, cupcakes for 2 at Frosting's, and we also have the assorted bag of apples at Still Orchard. And we have a call on line 1. Hello, caller. Who's calling?
Pat.
Hey, Pat. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Where are you from?
Coleman.
Coleman. All right. And who are the wedding specialists?
Burke's Florist.
Oh, not Burke's Florist. Call back. Try back and call again, okay?
It's got to be one of our advertisers, and it's in the ad.
Yep.
In fact, I just said it.
Yep. Said it not too long ago. Yeah. They've been over business. How many years were they over in business?
25
years. Had them on the show not too long ago.
Yep.
2 gentlemen came in, had good time on the show.
Boy, you're giving it away, yeah. They don't know by now.
The wedding specialist. See, if I was going to have a wedding, what would I want to book first for the reception?
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Okay.
We've got another caller on line 1. How about you go ahead and get this one?
Good morning, caller. Hello.
Good morning.
And to whom am I speaking?
Scott.
Okay, Scott, from where are you calling?
Coleman.
All right. What's the answer for us today?
I don't think I know think of that cupcake place.
No, that's a good try. You could think about it and call us back. Okay.
All righty.
Thank you. Yeah.
Stumped them a little bit today.
I think you did. You know, you really got to pay attention to what we say because we base these questions on what's in the ad and want to make sure that, it's right there. So, let's
All
go
right,
for
we got
it.
another caller. And good morning, caller. Who am I speaking to?
Ann.
Hey, Ann. All right, who are the wedding specialists?
Stonebridge.
Ooh, not Stonebridge.
They're not one of our advertisers. Got to be one of our advertisers.
Try and call back, okay?
Okay.
All
That's okay.
right.
All right. We got another caller. I think. Hello, caller. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. To whom am I speaking?
Julia.
Okay, Julia. What's the answer for us today? Come on.
It's the DJ guys, Bill Smith and Daryl Netherly.
Yeah. Do you know the name of their business?
I can't think of it. I just saw it, and now I can't think of it.
Well, I think we ought to give it to her. She knows.
I think we
which
can
one.
give it to her.
It's Cosmic Sound.
Cosmic Sound.
Right.
There you go. She had the people right.
That's
Stay
right.
on the line, okay? We'll get your name and everything, okay? All
Very
right,
good.
Cosmic
Yeah.
Sound.
Yeah.
Well, we stumped them a little bit today.
Yes, we did.
Remember to pay attention to these set of ads because we'll be asking a question as well. Let's start off this set of our merchant ads. Let's see who we're going to start with. Mr. Plumber. Plumbing, sewer, and drain services. Coleman's only professional full-service plumbing and drain company. With free estimates on new construction, tank and tankless water heater sales and service. Contact Mr. Plumber.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, business, men's suits, sport coats, regular sizes, big and tall sizes. Those hard-to-fit guys can go over there and find what they need because he does have, right now, 20% off his Pima cotton shirts.
And you're in good hands with Sorelli at Doug Doggett Jewelers, where they have Sorelli, the antique-inspired jeweler. I think they have a sale going on right now. And that's why you shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers for that Sorelli jewelry on Compass Way Southwest in Coleman.
And the Uniform Place has fabulous fall fashions, inspired new looks for style at work. More complete outfits and flexible styles than ever before at the Uniform Place, right there, 300 2nd Avenue Southeast.
And Tires for Less is more than just tires. They do minor engine repair, shocks, and brakes. With 80 years experience of serving cars, contact Tires for Less with Greg and the guys there on 2nd Avenue Northwest on Highway 31, just past 157.
And the crew at Earl's Body Shop reminds you to move over for all emergency vehicles. This is very important. It's a good safety tip. And also they have the 24-hour wrecker service, large and small towing available, local or long distance. All this at Earl's Body Shop.
And make this the best school year ever with Tutor Doctor. They also make house calls at home, convenient, flexible hours with experienced, qualified local tutors, and with a free consultation. Contact the Tutor Doctor.
And savor the experience of savings at Yates Chance Christian Bookstore. $25 off right now, new King James Study Bible. They also have the My Media Burn Bar. You can copy artist CDs, custom songs, accompaniment tracks coming soon, ebook capability.
And save as much as 50% on the Hydromaster tire. It's a new tire that is new to it's a new to Coleman tire with a premium remold tire that looks like new and wears like new.
Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore just down the road. Used books are half price off every day. New books are 20% off. She does have gift certificates available, and she's always welcoming browsers to come by at Deb's Bookstore.
And that is our Know Your Merchant Ag segment for today. I think we have a list of birthdays that we need to congratulate.
Very good.
Who's having a birthday on this 23rd of October?
Well, it looks like Jessica Howard, Johnny Looney, Jasmine Brown, Tim Burleson, Misty Chambers, and Christopher Shoemaker. And remember, the drawing will be on Friday, so you have the possibility of winning an 8x10 portrait from Baker Photography and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
And our weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet, located there on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Today's weather is going to be sunny with a high around 79. It's going to be clear tonight with a low around 50. Tomorrow is going to be sunny with a high around 79.
Premier Bank is asking for your vote. We want to be your bank. Our platform is simple, service that no other bank can offer. We're locally owned and operated, and that means we make decisions right here. So vote today for Mom, Apple Pie, and Premier Bank. I'm Jay Mullins, and I approve this message.
Children are the future of Coleman County. As a parent and grandparent, I understand the importance of their protection. As your probate judge, I will hear all cases involving our children with a caring heart for them to achieve the success they deserve.
Adoptions and conservatorships require a detailed knowledge of the law and a heart for children. Tammy Brown has both. That's why we're asking you.
The ride of your life. You'll find it at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales in Coleman. I'm talking about sharp cars and trucks that'll get you noticed and deals to low to believe. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it and find it for less at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales. Come on, North Alabama. It's time you had a sharp set of wheels and a really good deal. Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales, serving you from two big lots, Highway 31 North and 31 South in Coleman, Alabama.
The Coleman County Republican Party urges you to vote Republican from the White House to the courthouse November 6th. The Republican candidates include Mitt Romney for president, Roy Moore for Chief Justice of the Alabama Supreme Court, Twinkle Cavanaugh for president of the Alabama Public Service Commission, Lisa McSwain for Cullman County Circuit Clerk, and Tammy Brown for Cullman County Probate Judge. Remember, vote Republican November 6th. This ad paid for by the Cullman County Republican Party.
Hunters out there, you know that bow season actually opened October the 15th, and here to talk about that is the archery specialist, Mr. P.J. Miller, who works at Wilburn Outdoors. Welcome to the show, P.J.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, what makes you the archery specialist over at Wilburn Outdoors?
They couldn't find anybody else to do it.
No, that's not your answer. You're supposed to say, I'm so great and wonderful.
No, I've done it before. When I was about 19, I actually worked over there for about 2.5 years, and I've done it my whole life. Since I've been about 12 or 13, I've been shooting a bow, and I just really fell in love with it and tried to learn as much as I could from all the videos. And my mom actually owned a video store, and I used to watch all the hunting tapes about once a week.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, what got you interested in archery versus do you shoot with a gun as well? I mean, you hunt with a gun as well, or?
I do if I get desperate enough, and it ain't taking anything. But I enjoy having to get them close when I'm deer hunting with the bow, and it's just more of a challenge, and it's something different.
Well, I was going to say, you need a little bit more expertise to shoot with a bow and kill an animal versus shooting with a gun, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess, okay, we got a picture of the bow. I wanted to bring this on because actually, this is my personal bow, isn't it? And PJ, you helped fix me up with this bow. So let's talk about this particular bow. First of all, I want to point out this is pink camo.
Yeah, I was going to say it's pink.
Okay, it is pink camo. And check out the arrows. The arrows are pink with the little yellow down here at the bottom. The little, these are tail feathers, or what do you call this on the end of the?
Fletchings.
Fletchings? Okay, all right. And so this was specifically, I mean, we could go in there and pick out what color we want. You kind of put all this together for me, right?
Right. This particular bow, actually, you can get it in white zebra or green zebra stripe. They even got blue alligator skin looking.
Ah.
And you can also get it in regular camouflage as well.
Okay.
Now, if you go into the woods, I thought the challenge was to blend into the environment so you don't stick out to the animal, right?
Well, they see more ultraviolet light. So, so it's not so much. It's just you don't want to be one solid color. Mainly.
See, I didn't know that. See, I learned something today.
So actually, the pink part is so subdued that it's not going to frighten an animal or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, let's talk about this bow here because it's a very complex bow. But you said this is something that you could sell to just about any age, correct?
Yes. The neat thing about this bow is it is Missions, which is made by Matthews, which is the largest bow manufacturer in the world. And what is so good about this is it's fully adjustable. You can adjust the draw length from 19 inches all the way up to 30, and the poundage from 15 pounds all the way up to 70. So the real good thing about this is if you've got a dad that's been hunting and he wants to get his son involved, I can get a 7-year-old shooting this bow and shooting it accurately, so he'll be more interested in staying into it. And you can make a one-time investment, and he can hunt with it till he's 18, 19, and he'll have to buy the next one.
Yeah. Or he could keep it up right? Because once again, you can adjust the weight that it takes to actually draw the bow back.
Right. I've sold many of these, to grown men 30 years old, and they got it on 30-inch draw length, 70 pounds, and are hunting with it. And it's amazing how many people come in and talk about how well it shoots.
Well, show us a little bit how it works, because if you've never really seen one of these, it really looks like this big contraption, and how in the world does that actually work?
Well, the way it works is really very simple, and it's all inside the cams. When you pull the string, this thing will rotate, which wraps the cables, which bends the limbs. That's where your power comes from. And when you let go and the limbs spring back out, then the cam spins real fast and it just shows there.
And you can be very accurate with this thing too, can't you?
Yes, you can. Like bottle caps at 30, 40 yards.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Now there's also there's a sight, correct, on the bow itself? Okay, let's point that out.
There is. This is the sight, and it's just a 3-pin sight. It's actually got fiber optics in it. And you can actually get lights for these that'll light them up in low light conditions so you can see them a lot better. And then you actually have a peep sight here on the back. And the peep sight, which is on the string, which is what you look through, It serves as like the backside of a rifle.
Okay. Do a pan out a little bit so he could so you can see exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah, that's the peep sight right there.
Okay. So you kind of line this up with the sight at the end.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you look through that and you'll see a round circle, and you get the circle around the sight, and then just put the pin on what you want to shoot. And
okay. And then why is this here?
Well, the loop is something that they went to years ago. They started off with just a knocking point. And then they went to the loop. That actually keeps the string straight. So when you release, it's actually pushing the arrow more straight instead of having the string cocked in it. Okay. So it actually it promotes good arrow flight and keeping it straight.
Why don't you cock one? You don't have to pull it back or anything, but why don't you go ahead and just take, and then the other thing that's kind of neat is that you have this little thing on the side that holds the actual arrows in place. So, and I'll tell you what, let's turn it this way. And that way, maybe the camera guy can kind of pick this in. So you're holding it. These are some like really stiff bristles that kind of hold the arrow in place. And you can see that, you know.
Yeah, that is called a whisker biscuit. That's the #1 selling hunting rest on the market. And the reason why is you can turn this bow upside down. You can see that that arrow will not come out.
Right.
And it's fairly quiet. And so they use this a whole lot. And a lot of people are going to a drop-away rest. And they have what's called a full capture drop-away rest, which has a little arm over it which will hold the arrow in place. And when you shoot, the rest actually drops completely out of the way and the arrow touches nothing as it flies.
Oh, very good. Now, this looks a little difficult to pull this back with my fingers, so how would I do that?
Well, they have what is called release. And this is just a normal gator jaw, and you strap this on, and this makes it really accurate. It's almost like shooting a rifle. You know, you hook that on the loop here.
And am I doing this the right way? I've forgotten.
You are.
Okay, actually this probably goes like this, right? Oh. Okay, well, it's just, okay, there it is. Okay, and then you do this like this, right?
Yeah, and then that hook's on the string.
And then all I have to do, well, is actually pop this back, right?
Yeah, just touch that trigger,
yeah,
and it opens up, and
yeah, okay.
It's off to the races.
Okay, and pull this back, and then let that go, and then that's what releases the arrow, right? Okay. Now there's also, well, it's not on the floor, but you can also get the arm guards, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Kind of, especially for right in here and right in here.
Yeah, it keeps you from hitting your arm, or if you're hunting, it keeps your clothes out of the way so the string don't hit it and mess the arrow flight up.
Okay. Now, about how much would something like this cost, a setup like this?
You can get the Craze with the kit, which comes with quiver, stabilizer, rest, and sights, and you can get half a dozen arrows and have it set up for $530, something about like that, and be hunting with it.
Right. And this is something that will absolutely last you for years, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there anything that you need to do to maintain it? Do you have to oil things?
Well, you just wax a string every so often to keep it, from, because it will fray and begin to get brittle, and I've even had a few this year that's broke from just people not waxing them and stuff. But I mean, you can get replacement strings for $60. So.
Okay, so it's not that big a deal, right? Yeah. Okay, and pretty accurate. You said you can shoot a bottle cap, right?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
And the arrows. Let's point them out because they're a little bit. These are actually just training arrows, aren't they? Or target arrows.
You could actually use these to hunt. These are made by Victory. And so they're an extremely good arrow, and these are a 400 spine, which is the stiffness of the arrow, which would be a decent hunting arrow. And this is actually a breast cancer awareness arrow, so all proceeds from this actually goes to breast cancer awareness.
Okay, because it even says Pink Arrow Project. Yeah. But at the tip of it, that's what makes the difference, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
That is a field tip, and you can screw that off and put a broad head, and it's got razor blades on it, and that's what you'd actually hunt with.
Okay, but this one's just for target practice right now.
Yes, ma'am.
We might use Ted as target practice. He looks like we could aim and we
wouldn't have any trouble hitting him.
At any rate, where's Wilburn Outdoors located?
Well, we're actually on Main Avenue.
Okay.
And across the road from Dairy Queen's a Chevron, and we're across the other road from the Chevron right there on Main Avenue.
Okay. And what are your opening hours?
We're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30, and on Saturdays from 9 to 1.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, PJ, for being here.
I appreciate y'all asking me.
Appreciate it a lot.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these words.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. And I humbly ask the voters of Coleman County to please look at my record. Look at the things that I've accomplished during this term in office. And to please consider voting for me as I seek re-election in November of 2012. Thank you so much for your consideration.
Now it's time for our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Women's Ministry Annual Fall Bazaar will take place on Saturday, October the 27th from 7 to 1 at the Welty Cumberland Presbyterian Church Fellowship Hall. The proceeds are going to benefit the CPWM missions and projects. Monster Dash 5K and Monster Mile Run will take place on Saturday as well at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center. Monster Mile will start at 8, the Monster Dash 5K at 8:30. Costume contest, door prizes, and prizes for all winners are available. And Pilot Club Rummage Sale will be taking place at the Coleman Fairgrounds Exhibit Hall on Friday from 7 to 4 and on Saturday from 7 to 2. Proceeds are to help support the Pilot Club. Steel Orchard presents the return of the Boogeyman's Barn. That's going to be on Friday, October the 26th through the 27th, and on Halloween night. If you need more information, give them a call, 256-734-5249. Holly Pond Centennial Celebration 5K Run will take place on Saturday, November the 3rd at 8 a.m. at Lions Club Park, and that's a $15 registration. Mount Olive Church Christmas Bazaar will be Saturday, November the 3rd from 8 until 3. That's at the Fairview Town Hall. Homemade arts and crafts, pies, and more, serving breakfast biscuits and a sandwich and soup for lunch for $6. Holly Pond Centennial 5K Race at the Lions Club Park will be in Holly Pond on Saturday, November the 3rd. If you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can send it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 256-734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook. Channel 2 Coleman and spell out the number 2.
And our weather forecast for today will be sunny with a high around 79. Tonight it's going to be clear, going to drop down to a low around 50 degrees. And tomorrow it's going to be sunny with a high near 79. All right, we've got a busy show lined up for tomorrow. Who's going to be our guest on tomorrow?
Well, that's a good question. Howard Rogers will be here, and then I think Paige and I are going to do some more little arts and crafts. Yeah, some little Halloween crafts for you, so you better stay tuned.
Thank you for watching today on 2, and have a great day.
Hope you have a great day.